Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1999 season is on the air. Today's date is June 18th, 99. We are at Jacobs Field for an American League matchup between the Seattle Mariners and the Cleveland Indians. The Mariners come into this game a record of 24-41. FastScore is really underachieving them. The Mariners actually had a winning record at this point. The Indians, pretty much where they were. They are at 38-25, and they are right now tied with the Chicago White Sox for first in the American League Central, where the Mariners right now are in third place in the American League West. So this is an important game as the Indians still trying to go ahead and stay with the White Sox. Mariners is trying to win a game. So we'll see what happens here as we get to tonight's matchup. Brian B., Ben Witz, CLE baseball fan, and Brian Patterson are first to join us here at Jacobs Field. The Mariners historically won this game 9-4. They had 10 hits and 1 error. The Indians had 11 hits and 1 error. But we'll see what happens tonight, as Brian B. is asking me a question about his Reds. And he says right now the Reds are 29-33, and the Pirates are in, I'll show it to you right here, as you can see here on the standings, how I keep the standings. The Pirates are 34-30. Your Reds are 29-33. So right now, 34 minus 29 is 5. And 33 minus 30 is 3. So right now, the Cincinnati Reds are 4 games out of second place. They're not going to catch the Astros. I don't think anyone's going to catch the Astros. They are really running it up. So right now, your Reds are only 4 games back of second, and that's where they're going to have to get to in order to maybe make the postseason. So that's where your Reds stand right now, Brian B., as of today. And everyone is set and ready to go. By the way, rest in peace, Lonnie Anderson. I don't know if anybody knew she passed away. Does anybody have a problem if I say she was one of the most beautiful women ever? Lonnie Anderson at 79, days before her 80th birthday. Did anybody here ever watch WKRP did anybody here ever watch WKRP in Cincinnati? Because I don't know about you, but that was a great show. And I absolutely love that show. So I don't know here. I'm pretty sure if you're every Reds fan, I'm pretty sure probably watched that. So WKRP in Cincinnati was a great show. Absolutely. So rest in peace, Lonnie Anderson. She just passed away. Meanwhile, it's time to get to some baseball action. So we got a good matchup here between the M's and the Tribe. Let's get right to it. Starting pitcher for the Cleveland Indians tonight is Charles Nagy. 17 wins, 11 losses, a 4.95 ERA. He gets the call for the Tribe tonight. We are at Jacobs Field. This is a hitter's park in 99. 219 home runs, adds 2 to strikeouts, and adds 2 to walks. So this definitely was a hitter's place back in that season. So if everybody is set and ready to go, it is time to play some Sunday Night Baseball. A very important game for the Indians. Mariners are trying to get a win. So let's see what's happened. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Mariners will be the left fielder, Brian Hunter. 232 average, 4 homers, 34 RBIs in 99. We're going to use blue, white, and blue dice. Indians are the home team. A good crowd here at Jacobs Field. And let's see what happens tonight between the M's and the Tribe. Nagy, 3-5, it's a blank. Hunter, a 1-4, it's a fly ball to center field. And getting to that will be Kenny Lofton, and that will be out number 1. Next up is the shortstop, the man himself, A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, Hall of Famer. No. Should he be in the Hall of Fame? Yeah. 285 average, 42 homers, 111 RBIs. Even though he's not in the Hall of Fame, he is one of the greatest of all time. Nagy will pitch. Nagy, 6-1. That's a walk plus. That'll walk A-Rod. And A-Rod will trot to first. First walk issued by Nagy. He only had 55 of them in 99. Usually had pretty good control. Infield, a double play depth. And that will bring up the center fielder. Another great one himself. Hall of Famer, Ken Griffey Jr. And yes, one of the greatest of all time. 285 average, 48 homers, 134 RBIs that season. And I still say if Ken Griffey don't get hurt throughout his career with Cincinnati, I think he hits 800 bombs. A-Rod on first, he will stay put. Nagy, 3-3 range play. Griffey, 1-5 grounder to second base. That ball is hit to Roberto Alomar. His range is a 4, but at double play depth, it's a 3, and he will get it. Nice play by Alomar. 1-1-2. Shortstop pivot Vizquel 0-1-2. It's a double play. No. Alomar makes a great play, but the only play he's going to have is to first. And that will be out number 2. What a great play, though, by Roberto Alomar. And now 2 away. Doug Hunt and John Haverly join us here at Jacobs Field. Yep, only a 2 range for Griffey that year. Next batter is the Seattle designated hitter, Butch Husky. 282 average, 22 homers, 77 RBIs that year. He is DHing. 2 outs. Strategy roll for A-Rod. He stays put. Nagy, 5-2. It's a blank. Husky, 6-2. And it's a grounder to short. Easily picked up by Vizquel. And he will take it and toss it over and retire the side. Nothing across except a walk. We go to the bottom of the first. Yeah, 2 range for Griffey. You got to remember also the engine. I guess some of the ranges also depends on the engine that's being used. I know some of you guys would have issues with some of the ratings, but I know me. Remember, I just can't. I don't really raise any much hell on the ratings. Starting pitcher for the Seattle Mariners tonight is John Halama. 11 wins, 10 losses, a 4.22 ERA in 99. Leading off for the Indians, center fielder Kenny Lofton, Hall of Famer. Some people think he belongs in that. And you know what? Can I say, if I say Kenny Lofton was maybe the second best leadoff hitter in baseball history, you could say that. The only thing about Lofton, he didn't have Henderson's power. But he had a great year in 99. 301 average, 7 homers, 39 RBIs. So Halama will pitch. Halama, 4-6 against the lefty. Strikeout. And called strike 3 on Lofton. He got him. First strikeout for Halama. He had 105 of them in 99. And the next batter is the shortstop, Omar Vizquel. Hall of Famer. Debatable. A lot of people think he belongs in there. You can make an argument. 333 average, 5 homers, 66 RBIs. You can make an argument for Vizquel. You can make an argument. Halama, 4-3, strikeout, got him. Vizquel didn't strike out much, but he will there. Strikeout number 2 for Halama. And 2 away. And that will bring up the second baseman, Roberto Alomar, Hall of Famer. Absolutely no doubt there. 323 average, 24 homers, 120 RBIs. Roberto Alomar, one of the best second basemen. Cutter Historical joins us here at Jacobs Field. I had a bad round of golf, huh? Darn it. I knew I should have faded instead of drawed. Halama, 1-6, strikeout. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. John Halama strikes out the side. 3 straight Ks. And that is a very quick first inning for the Indians. No score after 1. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Mariners will be the first baseman, David Segui. 298 average, 14 homers, 52 RBIs in 99. Nagy with the pitch. 3-1, error on a grounder. Segui, 2-4 against the righty. It is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to first. That ball is hit to Richie Sexson. His error rating is a 6. That's a 5. He's going to bobble it, drop it, and Segui will be safe. And that is going to be an E3 on Richie Sexson. First error on the Indians. They did have an error in the game historically, and Sexson will go ahead and make an error there. So infield now a double play. And now the right fielder, Raul Ibanez, 258 average, 9 homers, 27 RBIs. Nagy had 1 steal, and he won't get that steal. Nagy, 5-3, strikeout, 19 is high. Ibanez, 2-6, and it's a grounder to third base. 2-2-3. Shortstop pivot, Vizquel, 0. 1-3, it's a double play, and they got it. 2 outs. 5-4-3 double play, and that will erase the runner. 2 away. And now the second baseman, David Bell, 268 average, 21 homers, 78 RBIs that year. Is John Wise an RJL member? Of course he is. Absolutely, John Wise is. Why wouldn't he be? He absolutely is a... Robert, be glad you didn't choke like yours truly. Had a double bogey on hole 18. What's with John Wise? Is John Wise? Yes, he is a member of the network. Absolutely. Nagy will pitch. 5-6. Home run result. The 13 is high. Bell, 1-3, and it's a deep fly ball to right field. Going back for that is Ramirez, and Manram's going to get to it in time. He'll put it away and retire the side. No runs, no hits. There was an error, and we'll go to the bottom of the second. The crowns are a way of stating that who actually are the most people that top 3 on the message board is all it is. I can't turn them off, and I really doesn't matter to me. We go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Indians, right fielder Manny Ramirez, Hall of Famer. No, should he be in? Yes. 333 average, 44 homers, 165 RBIs. Manny Ramirez, one of the best home run hitters ever. Halama, 4-4. That's at the park. Jacobs Field, 6-1. And it's pumped up behind the plate to the catcher. Going after that is Dan Wilson. That is a 2. He will not make an error. He's going to make the catch. That'll be out number 1. His error rating is a 2, but my rule is if it's an odd number, I roll for the error. If it's an even number, I don't. So that's going to be popped up behind the plate, caught by Dan Wilson, 1 down. No error. Next up is the first baseman, Richie Sexson, 255 average, 31 homers, 116 RBIs. That's a pretty good year. Halama, 2-2 against the righty. It's an automatic out, and it will be a grounder to third. Taken care of there by John Mabry, and Mabry throws it over for out number 2. And the next batter is the left fielder, David Justice. Should he be in the Hall of Fame? Yeah, I definitely put him in the Hall of the Very Good. 287 average, 21 bombs, 88 RBIs. Justice will go up against Halama. Halama, 2-3, strikeout 6, swing and a miss. Strikeout, and the inning is over. 4th strikeout for Halama. And 1-2-3, go the Indians. No score after 2. We go to the top of the third. Leading off for the Mariners is the third baseman, John Mabry. He's at third base tonight and his worst position. 244 average, 9 homers, 33 RBIs, and 99. Nagy, 2-2 against the lefty. It's a blank. Mabry, 3-2, and that's a base hit. He'll hit that one past third, and Mabry gets a single. First hit of the ball game for the Mariners, and now we'll see the catcher, Dan Wilson. He was a solid catcher. 266 average, 7 homers, 38 RBIs. Infield is a double play. Mabry will stay put. Nagy, 3-5, blank. Wilson, 3-6. It's a fly ball to center field. And coming under that will be Lofton. And Lofton makes the catch for out number 1. Next batter is Hunter. Hunter is 0 for 1. Strategy roll. Mabry stays put. Nagy will deal. Nagy 2-1. That's a blank. Hunter 6-5. Ground ball to short. Let's see if they turn it. 1-1-2. Second base pivot. Halama 0. 1-2. It's a double play. No. They'll get the out at second. Hunter takes over at first, and it is a fielder's choice. 2 men away. And now the batter is A-Rod. A-Rod walked his first time up. Mariners and the Indians. Mariners underachieving big time in this replay. Indians right where they need to be. Strategy roll for Hunter. He'll stay put. Nagy 2-4. Wild pitch. No, it's a blank. Rodriguez 2-5. And that is going to be a grounder to second base. That'll get picked up there by, that'll be handled by Halama. And he's going to throw to first to get A-Rod. And that will end the inning. No runs, a hit for the Mariners. And we go to the bottom of the third. Leading off will be the Cleveland designated hitter, Alex Ramirez. 299 average, 3 homers, 18 RBIs in 99. Halama will pitch. 1-1, it's a blank. Ramirez, 1-6, and it's a single. He hits that one, a base hit to center field, and Ramirez will get the first. So the Indians get their first hit of the game. And the next batter is the third baseman, Enrique Wilson. 262 average, 2 homers, 24 RBIs. Infield is a double play. Alex Ramirez really not a threat to steal, and he won't. Enrique Wilson gets the bunt sign. He gets the bunt sign. Not a bad hitter. Ramirez, not very fast. He got the bunt sign. We'll lay down the bunt. Question is, are they going to – we're going to lay down the bunt. And in my opinion, the Mariners are not expecting it, so it's going to be – they're going to be in double play depth. Halama, 2-5. Strikeout, 19 is a no. Wilson will go ahead and lay down the bunt. And that is a 3. It's bunted right to the pitcher. His bunt rating is a 4. Still hit to the pitcher, becomes a 3. That's a 9. That's a well-placed bunt. Halama will get that. He'll throw it over to first for the out, and Ramirez moves over to second. There was no way they were going to get it. It was a perfectly placed bunt there, and Alex Ramirez moves to second base, and that's out number 1. So sacrifice hit to the pitcher. And the next batter will be the catcher, Einar Diaz. 281 average, 3 homers, 32 RBIs. Ramirez on at second, 1 out. Strategy roll from Ramirez. That's a 3. He stays put. Halama, a 3-5. It's a blank. Diaz, 6-3. And it's a grounder to second base. Handled easily by Bell. Ramirez goes to third. Throw goes to first for the second out. So it does move the runner over. And now here's Lofton. Lofton is 0 for 1. You won't see sack bunts on another channel? What are you talking about? He does. Dave does a lot of bunts. At least I think he does. Strategy roll. Nothing there. Halama will pitch. Halama, 6-4. Range play at the park. Jacobs Field, 5-6. That's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Mabry. Mabry was bad. His range is a 1. And he's not going to get that. And that's going to be a base hit for Kenny Lofton, and the Indians will take the lead. So no way Mabry makes that play. And it's an RBI single for Lofton, and the Indians lead it 1-0. So the Indians will go ahead and get the first run of the game on an RBI single. And now the batter is Vizquel. Vizquel is 0 for 1. 2 outs, runner on first, but now 1-0 tried. Lofton, 25 steals. And he's not getting one here. Halama, 1-2. Error on a throw. Vizquel, 6-3. And that's hit hard into right field. And that's going to be a double to right. Right fielder is Ibanez. His error rating is a 3. That's a 16. He's not going to make a throwing error. So normal runner advancement. With 2 outs, Lofton, base runner 5. Double to right, -2. A 1-3, he'll score. And he won't. The throw comes in fast, and Lofton has to hold. So a big-time double by Vizquel, but Lofton will not come in. As a very good throw by Raul Ibanez. Not a bad arm. Ibanez has a 0 arm and not bad out there, and that prevents Lofton from scoring. But now runners at second and third for Alomar. Alomar is 0 for 1. XSG2 joins us here at Jacobs Field. I'm glad to see Ben. Yes, that's right, Ben. You haven't been in my chat lately. I'm so sorry. I forgot. It's still good out. Yours always welcome here, Ben, anytime. If you got to take a break from my games, that is just fine as well. Lofton on at third, Vizquel on at second. Okay to take a timeout. I do that too. Nothing on the strat. Halama will pitch. 5-1. Home run result. That's a 5, and that's gone. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Roberto Alomar. Stadium cheers. Yay! Three-run bomb by Alomar. A 5-1 is a home run result. Alomar against the lefties in 11. That was a 5, and that was just easily out of here. It's a 3-run bomb by Alomar. He hit 24 bombs, and he can hit it out. It's 4-0 Tribe. So the Indians now have a 4-0 lead. And now here's Manram, and he's 0 for 1. Still 2 outs, bottom of the third, 4-0 now, Indians. Halama, 6-1, strikeout 10. Got Ramirez, and that will retire the side. That's the 5th strikeout for him. 4 runs on 4 hits, a 3-run and a sacrifice hit, a 3-run bomb by Hall of Famer Roberto Alomar. 4-0 after 3. As Benwood says, yeah, Alomar can do that. Yes, he can. He can hit. Alomar was a power hitter. He can hit the ball out. Top of the 4th. Here's another guy that can hit the ball out, Ken Griffey Jr. And he is 0 for 1. I think Griffey hits 800 bombs if he doesn't get hurt. Nagy, 1-6, range play at the park. Jacobs Field, 2-2, and they're not going to make a range play because that ball is good. That is a home run to the opposite field, and against the righty, Griffey's at 20, and there's not going to be a range play on that because that ball is pretty high, pretty deep, and pretty gone. Kaboom! Home run, Ken Griffey Jr. And he gets one back. Ken Griffey goes ahead and gets a hold of one off the ballpark card, and Griffey sends that one to the moon. It's 4-1 Indians now. Involved the fan trying to catch the ball in his beer cup, that's for sure. That ball way out of here. Here's Husky. Husky's 0 for 1. Now a 4-1 game as one of the greatest of all time, Ken Griffey Jr. getting it done. Nagy, 6-5. That's a blank. Husky, 2-3. And it's grounded to second base. That'll be handled by Alomar. And Alomar tosses it for the out. Here's Segui. Segui reached on an error his first time up. Nagy will pitch. Nagy, 3-4. That's at the park. Jacobs Field, 4-6. And that is a home run to center field. But that's a 15. That's going to be too high. And going after that's going to be Lofton. Is going to be at the track. He's going to be at the wall. And that's going to be caught. And that'll be out number 2. So 2 outs. And here comes Ibanez. Ibanez is 0 for 1. So now 2 outs here. Nagy will pitch. Nagy, 6-5. That's a blank. Not tired. Ibanez, 2-3. It's popped up to first. And that's going to be in foul territory. But Sexton's going to get to it and make the catch and retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit. A solo bomb by Junior. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. Ben Pro 247 joins us here at Jacobs Field. I know who you are, Ben Pro. You are always constantly messaging in the forums. Bottom of the 4th here, and Richie Sexton leads off for Cleveland, and he's 0 for 1. 4-1 Indians, bottom of the 4th. Halama, 2-4, range play. Sexton, 1-3, grounder to third. That ball is hit to Mabry. He stunk. His range is a 1. He's not getting it. And that's going to be a single. Sexton will go ahead and hit a base hit, and he'll get to first. Leadoff hit for the Indians. And now here's Justice. Justice is 0 for 1. Infield set for double play. Sexton will go ahead and deal. Strategy roll first. And nothing happening there. Halama, 3-6 against the lefty. Walk plus. That's ball 4. So now Halama again in some trouble here. And now he walks Justice. So runners at first and second. That is the first walk given up by Halama. He only had 53 of them in 99. So now here's Ramirez. Ramirez 1 for 1. Infield a double play. Strategy roll still going on. No play. Halama will deal with Ramirez. Halama 6-4. Range play at the park. Jacobs Field 5-5. And that's a grounder to second base. Grounder to second. That ball is at the Bell. Bell's range is a 3, but a double play depth, it's a 2. And he can't get it. It's a base hit. That'll be a single past second. Sexton, he will have the speed. He will come around and he will score. Justice, he will hold at second base. And Ramirez goes to first. And the Indians get another run. It's 5-1. Stadium cheers. Yay! RBI single by Ramirez. And now action going on in the Seattle bullpen. And now here's Wilson. Wilson is 0 for 1. Still nobody out in the bottom of the 4th. Indians up 5-1 here already. And we're in the 4th inning. Runners at first and second. No strat. Halama will pitch. 1-1. That's a blank. Wilson, a 3-6, and it's a base hit to center field. Will it score Justice? Base runner 2. A single to center is a 0 modification. So a 1-2, Justice will score. And he won't. He'll hold at third. But now the Indians have the bases loaded. And no one out. And they are looking to put a hurt on the Mariners. And the next batter is Diaz. Diaz is 0 for 1. Infield is going to play in. The Mariners do not want to give up any more runs here. So they're going to play the infield in. Diaz does ground and double plays. So Halama looking in on Diaz. Strategy roll, nothing on the 11. Halama will go ahead. He will pitch. Halama, 5-4 against the righty. It's a blank. Diaz, 6-2. Base hit right past short. It's a single and a run will score. Justice will come in to score. Ramirez does not have speed. He will hold at third. Station to station, 6-1 Indians. Stadium cheers. Yay! And now bases loaded for Lofton. Lofton is 1 for 2. Bullpen is warming. Halama has reached his pull rating, but I'm going to let him pitch to Lofton here. So still the infield is in, but now 6-1 Indians on these Mariners. And we'll see here. Strategy rolls are still on. And nothing on the 10. Halama will pitch to Lofton. The fans here at Jacobs Field enjoying this one. Halama, 5-5. That's a pitcher result. 1 to 10 against the lefty. 1 to 10's a single past the pitcher. That's a 4. It's a base hit. Ramirez will come in to score. Wilson, he has the speed. He'll get around. He'll come in to score. Diaz will hold at second. Lofton at first. 2 more runs. It's 8-1 Indians. Stadium cheers. Yay! And that's going to be it for Halama. He is done. And the Mariners will go to the bullpen here. 4 runs here in the bottom of the 4th. Indians up 8-1. And the next batter is Vizquel. We'll see a new pitcher here for the M's. And see who they're going to bring in to pitch. And the 4th inning. So in this case, I would use a reliever that does not relieve much. The problem with the Mariner bullpen, it's not good. Coming on to pitch for the Mariners is going to be Frank Rodriguez. 2 wins, 4 losses, 3 saves, a 5.65 ERA. Halama will leave with the L. And Frank Rodriguez will come on to pitch, and he can pitch to 9. So we'll see if they can get some innings out of him. So here comes Frank Rodriguez. And now 8-1 Indians. Still no one out in the bottom of the 4th. Looks like we're in for a blowout. Strategy rolls are now off. Rodriguez, 1-1. Strikeout, got him. Vizquel doesn't strike out much, but he will there. And Rodriguez comes away with a K. That is strikeout. That he had 47 of them in 99. Here's Alomar. Alomar hit a 3-run bomb his last time up. Diaz on at second, Lofton on at first. 8-1 try. Rodriguez, 4-3 against the switch left. That's a blank. Alomar, 1-1, grounded to second base. 2-3-4. Shortstop pivot. Rodriguez +1 is a 5. And they will turn the 4-6-3 double play to end the inning. 4 runs on 5 hits and a walk. And the Indians have a 7-run lead here after 4. Time for a quick station break. This is the RJL YouTube Network. We go to the top of the fifth inning. Indians have an 8-1 lead, so Charles Nagy has 7 runs to play with. David Bell leads off for the M's. He's 0 for 1. Sometimes you got to have a drink, especially when you scream like I do. Peter Uberoff there, Ben Witz. That was the last real good commissioner, in my opinion, that we had in baseball. Peter Uberoff, I thought, was a very good commissioner. I thought he was fine. I'll tell you the one thing. I'll tell you one guy who I'd love to have as commissioner of baseball, but unfortunately the owners would not give it to him, I don't think, and that would be Bob Costas. Bob Costas would be an excellent baseball commissioner. Nagy, 1-6. Range play at the park. Jacobs Field, 2-6. It's a double to left field, but it's a range play for Justice. He wasn't bad. His range is a 4. And he's got it. 1 out. What a play by Justice. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Justice goes ahead and takes a double away from Bell. And now here's Mabry. Mabry is 1 for 1. Mabry got a single his first time up. Nagy will deal. Nagy, 1-3. Hit by pitch. No. Mabry, 1-5. And it's a line out right to first. Pop right into Sexton's glove, and that's out number 2. So now 2 down, and here comes Wilson. Wilson is 0 for 1. Wilson, Nagy will deal, and 1-6. Range play at the park. Jacobs Field, 1-3. It's powered into right. That's a 4. That's a single, but it's a range play to right field, and that is Ramirez. Manram going after it. His range is a 3, and he's got it, and the side is retired. The Indians are flashing the leather out there. 1, 2, 3, go the M's. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. Frank Rodriguez will stay on the mound. And Manny Ramirez leads off. He's 0 for 2. Rodriguez will go ahead and pitch. Rodriguez, 1-2. It's a blank. Manram, 4-6 against the righty. It's grounded to short. Easy play for A-Rod. And he'll toss it over for the out. Next up is Sexton. Sexton, 1 for 2 with a single. Rodriguez will deal. And 1-2, that's a blank. Sexton, 6-6, and it's a fly ball to center field. Easy play there for Junior. And he puts it away for out number 2. Justice is up next. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Rodriguez settles in and deals. Rodriguez, 2-1, possible error. Justice, 4-3, grounded to short. That ball is hit to A-Rod. His error rating is a 6. That's a 9. A-Rod will get it, takes it, tosses it over, and retires the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Tribe. They have an 8-1 lead after 5. We go to the top of the 6th. Nagy back on the mound. Top of the order for the Mariners. Here's Brian Hunter. He's 0 for 2. Nagy will pitch. 6-2. Possible error. Hunter, 2-6. That's hit to center field. That's an 8. And against the righty, that's going to be a double. Center fielder is Lofton. His error rating is a 2, and he will not make an error. Bobbles it a little bit, but he'll hold on to it, and Hunter is safe at second with a double. Leadoff double for Hunter, and now brings up A-Rod. A-Rod 0 for 1 with a walk. 8-1 Indians. Indians tied with the White Sox in the AL Central. Mariners are trying to win a game. Nagy, 6-3 against the righty. Home run result, and I don't even have to look at A-Rod's card. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Home run, A-Rod. Two-run bomb for Alex Rodriguez, and it's now 8-3. Nagy put that right over the plate, pitched A-Rod a meatball, and A-Rod turned that into lasagna. And it is now an 8-3 ball game. And now here's Junior. Junior got a bomb his last time up. Still nobody out, top of the sixth. Maybe now this is the inning the Mariners do something. Nagy, 3-4. That's at the park. Jacobs Field, 6-5. It's a blank. We got a rare play. So we got rare plays, bases empty from at the park. So let's see what we get here. That's a 55. Grounded to short, who throws a little low. Check for first baseman for error for dropping the throw. First baseman is Sexton. His error rating is a 6. That's a 4. He drops it, and that's going to be an error. So bad throw by Vizquel. Throws to Sexton, and that is going to be an error. And they give it to Sexton for dropping it, and that's an E3. And that is the second error on the Indians in the ball game. So Griffey's safe at first on the miscue. And now the batter is Husky. Husky is 0 for 2. Infield set for double play. 8-3, top of the sixth. There were 13 runs scored historically in this game. So right now, inside pitch is agreeing with it. Strategy rolls are still off. Nagy, 2-1. It's a blank. Husky, 1-3. And it's a fly ball to left field. And going after that will be Justice. And he'll make the catch for out number 1. One down, the batter is Segui. Segui is 0 for 2, but reached on an error. Griffey on at first. Strategy, nothing, I don't know why I'm rolling a strat. Nagy, 3-2, strikeout, and called strike 3 on Segui. Got him. And that is strikeout number 7. No, I'm sorry, not strikeout number 7. That is strikeout number, actually, that's his first. That's Segui, right? Yeah, that's Segui. Strikeout number 1 for Nagy. He had 126 of them in 99. He gets a big K on Segui, and that's out number 2. Next up is Ibanez. Ibanez is 0 for 2. Junior still on at first. Nagy, 4-1. Strikeout 15. That'll miss. Ibanez, 3-4. It's powered into center field. That's a 17. It's going to be way up there. Easy play for Kevin Lofton to get it. And that will retire the side. 2 runs, 2 hits, and an error. A 2-run bomb by A-Rod. So we've had home runs by Alomar, Griffey, and A-Rod in this game. Hall of Famers or should be Hall of Famers. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Alex Ramirez leads off for the Indians. He's 2 for 2, 2 singles. Frank Rodriguez is going to pitch one more inning. We are in the 6th, so Frank Rodriguez will go ahead. Well, yeah, he'll pitch. David Vega joins us here at Jacobs Field. Rodriguez, 2-2. Home run chance, 12 is high. Ramirez, 1-4, ground out to short. Handled easily by A-Rod. And A-Rod will throw it over for the out, 1 down. Here's Wilson. Wilson 1 for 2. Jeremy Brooks joins us here at Jacobs Field. Frank Rodriguez 1-3 against the switch left. That's a home run result, but it's too high. Wilson 1-4, ground out to second, this time handled by Bell. And Bell will take it, toss it over for out number 2. And now Diaz. Diaz 1 for 2 with a single. Rodriguez will pitch. Rodriguez 6-4, strikeout 15, no. Diaz 5-4, grounder to second base, handled by Bell. Bell will take care of it, toss it over, and then the inning. 1, 2, 3, go the Tribe. Still 8-3 here after 6. Got a good crowd for tonight's game. Top of the 7th, and David Bell leads off for the Mariners, and he is 0 for 2. So we've had some Hall of Fame home runs today by Alomar, Griffey, and A-Rod, even though A-Rod's not in the Hall, but everyone knows he should be in there. Nagy will pitch. Nagy, 3-5, it's a blank. Bell, 2-1, popped out to short. Easy play for Vizquel. And he makes the catch on the infield, 1 down. Mabry is next, he's 1 for 2. Nagy will go ahead and deal. Nagy, 2-4, wild pitch, it's a blank. Mabry, 5-3, and a ground out to short. Once again, Vizquel will make the play. He tosses it over for out number 2. And now Wilson. Wilson is 0 for 2. Nagy will pitch. 4-3, strikeout 14. Cold strike 3 on Wilson, and the inning is over. A second strikeout for Nagy, and 1, 2, 3. Go the Mariners. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Our next matchup will be tomorrow night. It will be June 21st. And our next game is going to be, I know Brian B. won't miss tomorrow night for his Cincinnati Reds are on the board. We will be at Bank One Ballpark as the Cincinnati Reds will take on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Steve Paris will be going for the Reds, and Brian Anderson will be going for the Diamondbacks. We'll be at Bank One Ballpark for the Reds and the D-backs. That'll be tomorrow night on the network. I know Brian B. will not miss a Reds game. We go to the bottom of the seventh. Indians lead 8-3. Frank Rodriguez is done. Mariners are going to go to the bullpen. Top of the order for the Indians, Kenny Lofton leads off. And let's see who the Mariners want to bring on to pitch. And coming on to pitch for the Mariners is going to be Alan Watson. Watson will be on the New York Yankees later in '99. He is a Mariner today. 6 wins, 3 losses, a save, a 3.51 ERA. Alan Watson. Actually, Watson was on 3 teams this year. He was on the Mets earlier before being traded to before being released by the Mariners, and then the Mariners sent him to the Yankees. But Alan Watson is a Mariner tonight. Bottom of the seventh, 8-3 Tribe. Watson, 2-4 against the lefty. It's an automatic out, and it will be a ground out to second base, handled by Bell. Bell's got it for out number 1. Next batter is Vizquel. Vizquel is 1 for 3 with a double. Watson will pitch. Watson, 1-5, strikeout. That's high. Vizquel, a 3-2. It's a fly ball to left field. And Hunter will come to that. And that's actually going to be Hunter's first put out of the game. 2 down. And now Alomar. Alomar had a bomb in this game. He's 1 for 3 with a 3-run bomb. Watson, he'll settle in against Alomar. Watson, 2-3, wild pitch. It's a blank. Alomar, 2-3, and it's a fly ball to left field. And Hunter's going to get that as well. He'll make the catch and retire the side. Nice job by Alan Watson to send the Indians down in order. And so far, the Mariner bullpen, which is not really that great, has kept these Indians quiet since the 4th inning. 8-3 after 7. Leading off for the Mariners is Brian Hunter. He is 1 for 3 with a double. Nagy can pitch to one more batter before he retires. He does have a 5-run lead. I don't know how many complete games he had in '99. That's the one thing I did like about the Fall Classic cards. It did tell you how many complete games the pitcher had. That's the one thing I did like about that. Let me see here. Nagy, how many complete games did he have in '99? He had 1. Okay, so it's probably not going to be this one. So I'm going to let Nagy pitch this inning, though. If he gets in trouble, he's coming out. Nagy will pitch. 2-6, range play. Hunter, 6-1. It's a grounder to third. That ball is hit to Wilson. Wilson's range is a 2. Nope, that's going to get by him, and that's going to be a single. So Hunter will hit that one past Enrique Wilson, and the Mariners have a leadoff man on. Now Nagy is tired, and the batter is A-Rod. A-Rod hit a 2-run bomb his last time up. He's 1 for 2. And that's going to be it for Nagy. He is done. The Indians will go to the bullpen. And Banpro, I think, is an Indians fan. Do you have a choice of who you'd like for me to bring into the bullpen here, Banpro? I do get my bring in Paul Shuey, and we will do such that. I do get my chat involved here, Banpro. Coming in to pitch for the Indians will be Paul Shuey, or Shuey. I don't know how that's pronounced. 8 wins, 5 losses, 6 saves, a 3.53 ERA. Shuey will come in and pitch. So Nagy leaves with a W. And the infield's a double play. Strategy rolls are off as Baseball with Demos joins us here at Jacobs Field, as his ears must have been burning because I just mentioned him. Shuey will pitch. 5-6, hit by pitch. No, just missed. A-Rod a 6, -4 makes him a 2. That's a 3. A-Rod, 3-5. It's a line drive right back to the pitcher. Shuey makes the play. That's out for number 1. That is an odd number. I will roll from a double play. Brian Hunter will be doubled off on a 1-4, and he is 2 outs. Line out right back to Shuey, grabs it, throws to first to double off Hunter, and that's an L3-1 double play, 2 down. Stadium cheers. Yay! Great managing by BandPro 247 to bring in Shuey. You just don't see managing in this chat, unlike the other chat with the fluffy cat. So 2 outs. What am I doing? Shuey still has to pitch, though, and the batter is Junior. Junior is 1 for 3. He has a bomb and reached on an error. So Shuey will go ahead and pitch to Griffey. 2 outs here, top of the 8th. Shuey, 1-1, strikeout 8. Called strike 3 on Griffey, and the inning is over. Shuey had 103 strikeouts in 99. He gets 1 there. No runs and a hit. What a call by BandPro to bring in Paul Shuey. Once again, this chat manages better than any other chat in the world. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Manny Ramirez leads off for the Indians. He's 0 for 3. And Watson coming out of the game. Mariners will go to the bullpen. And they're going to go ahead and bring in, coming on to pitch for the Mariners, is going to be Jose Penagua. 6 wins, 11 losses, 3 saves, a 4.06 ERA. Penagua will come on to pitch. He will be the 4th Mariner pitcher. So Paniagua will pitch to Ramirez, bottom of the 8th, 8-3 Tribe. Paniagua, 3-2. That's at the park. Jacobs Field, 1-1, and that ball just left the park. That's a home run to center field against the righty. Man Rams a 20. Do I really need to go any further than that? Kaboom! That ball was pretty high. That ball is pretty deep. And that ball is pretty gone. Home run, Man Ram! Stadium cheers! Yay! Manny Ramirez blasts that one. He hit that ball in Jacobs Field. They may want to check Synergy Field and see if a baseball landed in there in Cincinnati. Man Ram blasts that one out of here. 9-3 Indians. So now all the major players have hit a home run in this game. Alomar, Ramirez, Griffey, and A-Rod. All 4 superstars have hit a bomb. Next batter is Sexton. Sexton 1 for 3. Yep, Manny being Manny. Paniagua will pitch. 6-5. Home run chance. The 6 is good. Against the righty, Sexton needs a 15. And he just missed that one. Sexton, 2-2. He hits a deep fly ball to right field. And that's going to be Ibanez getting there. That's going to be out number 1. Just made it at the wall. And now Justice 0 for 2 with a walk. Paniagua will pitch. And 3-4. Strikeout. And nope, that's too high. Justice, 1-3, and that's a fly to right. That'll be played by Ibanez as well, and that is out number 2. And now here's Ramirez, the other Ramirez. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Peñago will pitch. And 4-2, strikeout 15, called strike 3 on Ramirez, and the inning is over. 1 run on 1 hit, a solo bomb by Manram. 9-3 Indians after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? We go to the top of the 9th. Ban Pro, do you want Paul Shuey to stay out there or bring in a different pitcher? Butch Husky leads off for the Mariners, and he's 0 for 3. And I don't know, Ban Pro wants to keep Paul Shuey out there. Might as well. He can pitch to 2. He can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. So does Ban Pro want to keep Shuey out there? He says Rincon. All right, Rincon. So coming on to pitch for the Indians will be Ricardo Rincon. 2 wins, 3 losses, a 4.43 ERA. Rincon will be the 3rd Indians pitcher. So Ricardo Rincon will pitch, and he can pitch to 3 for some mop-up. Husky, however, does hit lefties a little better. Pitch from Rincon. 6-2. Home run result, and that ball is gone. Because 6-2 is a home run against the lefty. Husky needs a 20, and that ball is out of here. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep, and that ball is gone. Home run, Butch Husky. And the Mariners get one back. Solo bomb by Husky, and now it's 9-4. Ban Pro must have been learning managing from that other channel with the fluffy cat. Here's Segui. Segui is 0 for 3. 9-4, but a long way to go, though. As Jim Connell joins us here at Jacobs Field. Yes, it was the fluffy cat that made the decision. Rincon. 1-6 against the switch right. It's a blank. Segui, 4-3, and that's grounded to 3rd. That'll be handled there by Wilson. And Wilson will throw it over to 1st, 1 down. Here's Ibanez. Ibanez is 0 for 3. 9-4 was the historical score of this game, but it was the other way around. So inside pitch has said, okay, same score, just different teams. Rincon. 3-6, strikeout, got him. Called strike 3 on Ibanez, 2 down. And now the last chance for the Mariners is David Bell. He'll bat. Bell is 0 for 3. Rincon will settle in there. Bell sets in, 2 outs, top of the 9th. 9-4 Indians. Fans here at Jacobs Field are on their feet. Rincon will deal. 4-5, strikeout 7, swing and a miss. Right out. That's your game. Indians go ahead and bomb the Mariners tonight, 9-4. Stadium cheers. Yay! But it was a home run party in this game. Home runs by Rodriguez, Griffey, Husky, Alomar, and Manram. But it's the Indians that come away with the victory, 9-4 tonight. The Mariners will drop to 24-42, and Cleveland now goes to 39-25. Final line score coming up. For the Indians, 9 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. For the Mariners, 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher is Charles Nagy. He'll get the win. John Halama will take the loss. And I'll give Rincon a hold. And that's pretty much about it. Shuey does not get a hold because he did allow a run. But the Indians will get the victory here, 9-4. So they definitely will take it. And they'll stay they'll stay with the White Sox in the American League Central. But we're not done. 10-minute ticker is next. As now Banpro gets a chance to see the 10-minute ticker in action. A nice win for the Tribe. Rincon gave up the run. That's right. So Shuey gets the hold, and Rincon doesn't. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So the Indians will get a 9-4 win on the Mariners. Let's see how the rest of the majors does tonight. June 18th, Texas at Boston. Rangers 13-46. That's 7. Red Sox 12-25. That's 4. Win for the Rangers. Baltimore at the White Sox. Orioles 15-13, and that's 2. White Sox 4-64, that is 7. And they'll stay tied with the Indians. Oakland at Detroit. Oakland 12-16, and 3 runs. Tigers 7-65, 9 runs. Tampa Bay at Minnesota. Tampa Bay 12-41, that's 5. Minnesota 14-36, and that is 6. A win for the Twins. Anaheim and the Yankees. Angels 4-55, and that is 5. Yankees 10-56, and that's 7. A win for the Bronx Bombers. Kansas City at Toronto. Royals 11-31, and that is 4. Blue Jays 16-12, and that is 2. A win for the Royals. Atlanta at Arizona. Come on, D-backs. Braves 10-55, that is 7. Diamondbacks 5-12, that's 0. A win for the Braves. Milwaukee at the Reds. Brewers 9-36, and that's 5. Reds 12-41, that's 5, and they're going to extras. Brewers roll a 6 plus 0. Reds roll a 5 minus 2. And that is going to be a win for the Brewers. Marlins and the Rockies. Marlins 9-31, and that's 4. Rockies 12-64, and that's 9. A win for them. Expos and the Astros. Expos 4-25, and that's 2. Astros 8-14, and that's also 2. Wow, just got it. We go to extras. Expos roll a 2, plus 2 is 4. Houston rolls a 1, minus 1 is 0. That's a win for the Expos. I'll tell you right now, for some reason, the Astros always have problems with the Expos in FastScore. Phillies and the Dodgers. Phillies 8-66, it's 10. Dodgers 4-13, that's 1. Win for the Fighting Phils. Pirates and the Padres. Pirates 5-33, that's 3. Padres 9-11, 0. And that's a win for the Rays, the Jolly Roger. Cubs and the Giants. Cubs 6-13, that is 1. Giants 12-46, and that's 6. A win for the G-Men. Mets and the Cardinals. Can my Mets get a win? Mets 14-54, and that is 8. Cardinals 6-61, that's 6. My Mets will get a happy recap. June 19th, Rangers at Boston. Rangers 13-25, that's 4. Red Sox 16-13, that is 3, a win for the Rangers. Baltimore at the White Sox. Orioles 15-43, and that's 7. White Sox 8-46, and that's 5. That's a win for the O's. Seattle at Cleveland. Mariners 9-32, and that is 4. Cleveland 29-66. It really doesn't get any higher than that. That is 16. And yeah, Cleveland destroys them. Oakland at Detroit. Oakland 13-43 and 6 runs. Tigers 2-45, 4 runs. That's a win for the Athletics. Tampa Bay at Minnesota. Tampa Bay 4-26, that is 3. Twins 8-16, that is 2, a win for the Devil Rays. Angels and the Yankees. Anaheim 5-21, that's 2. Yankees 7-41, and that is 4, another win for the Bronx Bombers. Kansas City at Toronto. Royals 8-52, and that's 6. Blue Jays 13-25, and that's 4, a win for the Royals. Atlanta at the Diamondbacks. Come on, Diamondbacks. Braves 6-25, and that is 3. Diamondbacks 13-16, and that is also 3, and they're going to extras. Come on, D-backs. Atlanta rolls a 6 plus 0. Arizona rolls a 4 minus 3 is 1, and that's going to be a win for the Braves. Milwaukee at the Reds. Brewers 6-41, that is 4. Reds 10-21, that's 3, a win for the Brew Crew. Marlins and the Rockies. Marlins 14-42, that's 6. Rockies 9-13, that's 2, a win for the Fish. Expos and the Astros. Expos 111-0. Astros 11-22, 3, and they'll get that win. Phillies and the Dodgers. Phillies 11-52, and that is 7. Dodgers 8-44, and that's 5. And that is another win for the Phillies. They are above 500, by the way. Pirates and the Padres. Pirates 11-36, that's 5. Padres 5-65, that's 8, a win for the Friars. Cubs and the Giants. Cubs 8-45, that's 5. Giants 13-61, that's 8, and the G-men will get the win. Mets and the Cardinals. Can my Mets get a win? Mets 9-25, and that is 3. Cardinals 11-11, that's 1, and another happy recap for my Mets. We stayed tied with the Braves. Right on to June 20th. Rangers at Boston. Rangers 2-26, that is 2. Red Sox 14-41, and that is 6. And that's a win for Boston. Baltimore and the White Sox. Orioles 10-63, that is 8. White Sox 10-35, and that is 5. And right now the Indians have they actually already have taken over first in that division. Mariners at the Indians. Mariners 14-21, and that is 4. Indians 18-63, and that is 11. The Indians sweep the M's, and they now have a good, I think, a 2-game lead in first in the AL Central. Long way to go, though. Oakland at Detroit. Oakland 12-63, and that's 9. Cats 11-36, 5. Another win for the A's. Devil Rays and the Twins. Devil Rays 7-54, that's 6. Twins 5-33, and that's 3. Another win for the Devil Rays. Anaheim at the Yankees. Angels 122, that's 1. Yankees 15-64, that's 10. Another win for the Bronx Bombers. Kansas City at Toronto. Royals 1063, that's 8. Blue Jays 1165, that's 10. A win for the Jays. Braves and the Diamondbacks. Come on, Diamondbacks. Braves 222, and that's 2. Diamondbacks 933, and that's 4. And the Diamondbacks will get the win. Milwaukee at the Reds. Brewers 964, that's 9. Reds 1866, that's 14. And that game belongs to the Reds. Marlins and the Rockies. Marlins 1362, and that's 9. Rockies 1161, that's 8. And the Fish will get the win. Expos and the Astros. Expos 723, that is 3. Astros 1313, that is 2. And the Expos continue to own the Astros. Phillies and the Dodgers. Phillies 535 and 4 runs. Dodgers 1164, that's 9 runs. They'll get the win. Pirates and the Friars. Pirates 916, that's 2. Padres 356, that's 5. And they'll get that win. Cubs and the Giants. Cubs 954, and that's 7. Giants 1031, and that's 4. And the Cubs will win it. Mets and the Cardinals. If my Mets win this one, we take over first by a game. Can my Mets get a win? Mets 1521, that's 4. Cardinals 744, and that's 5. Geez, every time the Braves win, we win. And every time the Braves lose, we lose. And we stay tied with them as the Redbirds will get the win. Thank you, Cardinals. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be at Bank One Ballpark as the Cincinnati Reds take on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Steve Paris will be going for the Reds and Brian Anderson going for the Diamondbacks. Reds trying to get back to 500. Diamondbacks trying to keep their hold on the American League, on the National League West. Reds and D-backs tomorrow night. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Indians go ahead, take the Mariners, put them on the totem pole, and burn them at the stake. Cleveland wins the game 9-4. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Take care.